The following audio file is classified and requires Level 2 authorization as well as required need to know concerning Foundation recruitment and retention procedures. Any questions related to this recording should be directed to the office of Agent Carl Spender to be addressed by Quad R Department. The recording details the final screening of 27 potential recruits for assignment to various projects within 4 sites located near the United States. Final screening was carried out in the presentation hall of Front Corporation, Volmore Gunter Pharmaceuticals, location on 20. Audio file has 2 sources of input, with the primary being a lapel microphone worn by the reporting agent, as well as microphone 5A to monitor subject at Enter 62. Begin playback.
Hi. Are all of you here for the lab technician position?
No, I'm here for IT.
I'm here for the security position. I'm guessing this is like some mass onboarding. Some guy over there is a doctor.
Like, a doctor?
Yeah. I didn't know they had on-site medical, but apparently that's what he's here for.
This isn't what I expected.
What are you here for?
Junior researcher. But from the description I saw, it's a lab position.
Alright, we have a good turnout today. Glad everyone can make it. Please have a seat and thank you for coming. Now, before we begin, I want you all to think about why you're here. I'm going to open this projector, I'm going to put an image on the screen, I want you to just take a look at the picture. Really think about why you're here and what you want to achieve. Alright, here we go. Control, are we at 100% compliance and cleared to proceed? Alright then. This is not the first time you've seen me. In fact, for some of you, it's more like the 5th or 6th. Some of you look surprised, and I don't blame you. You don't remember. None of you do. It's part of our security measures. No, you are not being pranked. There are no cameras watching you besides the ones I have installed to record this meeting. This is not a screening. This is not an interview. This is not a mass onboarding for any position at Volmore Gunter Pharmaceuticals. This is your final screening.
What do you mean?
Control, bring up interview log starting with JR27-8. You did tell me at one point that you'd be the first to ask questions if you didn't know what was going on, didn't you?
That was fun. Well, we like to keep things relaxed to help the day go by faster, you know? I was gonna ask about the poster. Well, which one? That one. The one for Morley cigarettes. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's some coworker's idea of a joke. You see, it's because of my name, you know. Old Smokey? Oh, so you like the X-Files too, I get it.
Oh my god.
I'm a bit of a freak when it comes to the paranormal. As a matter of fact, well, so am I. Kind of a hobby of mine. You'd be shocked at how many hours I devoted to talking about stuff like that. Oh yeah? You have no idea. Well, at least I'll have people to talk to. Well, I'm gonna put in for you to come back and see us. I think you're gonna be a good fit. And, before you go, hey, do me this favor, just take a look at this and tell me what you think. It's one of those psych things. I just want to make sure you're not crazy or anything. Okay. Just first impressions, or do you want me to... Okay, we're good to go in here. I want him back, schedule him for his final pass.
Every single one of you have met with me at least once in the past 15 days. Those interviews where you went home thinking you had the position and were just waiting for a callback, that was me. Mr. Angelos, the interview you immediately called your mother about. Miss Billings, the same interview you told your baby about when you picked her up from daycare. Yes, we have been watching you, all of you, and for a really good reason. Some of you look angry and I get that, and some of you are scared and I get that too, but you need to understand why. Not that it matters, but if you're wondering, my name is Carl Spender, but most of you will only hear me refer to as the boss. I'm what you might think of as a recruiter, but my main role is task assignment. I work for an organization called the SCP Foundation, and no, you can't Google it. You're here to either accept a position within the Foundation or turn it down, and you will only have until I'm done to decide. Let me be clear with what I'm going to say next. When and if we meet again, you will not remember me. You won't know who I am. You won't remember what I've said or how you were recruited. You will only know what we have chosen for you to know. If at any point you decide you don't want any part of this, just stand up and walk to the back of the room. There will be no reprisals. We will completely cease our monitoring, and some of you might just get positions at Volmore Guntal Pharmaceuticals or another of the shell companies we have that fund our operation.
What if we run?
That picture on the projector, it's something we at the Foundation call a memetic agent, and it has a 20-minute timer that started the second I showed it to you. Go ahead and run. Your phone has already been deactivated, you can't call anyone, your social media accounts all have holds on them for the next 16 minutes or so, and after that you're going to wonder why you sprinted out of the lobby at a full tilt. You'll get an email notifying you that you missed your appointment and we're no longer interested. You'll think you're an idiot for getting nervous and ducking out from your second interview, but you'll give it no more thought than that. Believe me, we've seen that. If you still want to run, we're not stopping you. You might be wondering why we have these measures in place and why they've been used on you, and it's simple. At the SCP Foundation, we do 3 things. We secure things called anomalies that pose a danger. We study them and try to counteract or even negate what they can do or will do if given the opportunity. We contain them, in some cases as best as we can, or we do everything in our power to keep the knowledge of them from the general public. We protect the public from them. We protect you from them. Secure, contain, protect. SCP. At the SCP Foundation, like I said, we deal with what are called anomalies, and if you want an example of one, here you go. Control, upload data file for SCP-2241. SCP-2241 is a 7-year-old kid with the ability to literally warp reality to his will. We became aware of him when he stopped a kidnapping. He comes from an abusive household, and the lead researcher believes that being in that environment has led to those abilities being developed far sooner than expected in anomalies just like him. He thinks he's working with us. He thinks we're like S.H.I.E.L.D. from the Avengers. Here he is with his psychiatrist. Note the cape. He goes by Cameron the Crusader. Yeah, it's cute. Control, GRU Division P File 188. This is what that child that you just thought was cute can become. Not everything we deal with are on these 2 extremes, but make no mistake, every day in the Foundation you're going to be dealing with people, items, hell, even realities that no one knows anything about. You're going to be working on keeping the public safe from them. You're going to be doing everything in your power to stop the outside world from ever knowing that things like this exist. Yes, Bigfoot exists. So does the Krampus and aliens. You're going to be doing everything you can to understand them and in some cases stop them at all costs. You might have already noticed you're all from different backgrounds. We have in this meeting 4 medical doctors, 2 of whom are specialized in pathology, 12 research prospects of multiple disciplines, a janitor who has excellent pattern recognition, 2 men who are colorblind, a high school dropout, and 6 active duty personnel including 2 rangers, a paratrooper, and 2 sonar specialists who specialize in passive target acquisition, and we have 3 IT personnel. All of you have been selected, and 2 of you are here simply because you either directly or indirectly assisted us in containing an anomaly to begin with. I am not here to give you a sales pitch. This is not a job. This is not a career. This is a choice. In any other job, you might have a bad day and screw up, and you might get chewed out or fired. Your boyfriend or girlfriend might be sympathetic or might just leave you. Your husband or wife might hug you or roll their eyes and call you an idiot. Your kids might be pissed at you for not being able to buy them a new phone. At the Foundation, if you screw up bad at the Foundation, look at the screen. This is what a bad day at the Foundation is. In some positions with us, you're going to be asked to do things that are morally questionable. You're going to be asked to do things that strike against your conscience. Some of you are going to be giving recommendations for tests that are either going to kill or seriously maim others. Some of you are going to kill them or maim them yourselves. And yes, before the question is even asked, This is a dangerous position. The position you will fill has been open for one of 4 reasons. The happy one is retirement. The second is replacement due to reassignment. The third is we discovered a new anomaly and we're building a research team. And the fourth is the person whose role you're filling has died. I could stand up here and talk to you about our great benefits and pay and how we include dental, but I told you this isn't a sales pitch. This is reality. When I told you to look at the picture, I said think about what matters to you. So think about that right now. Think about what matters to you. Think about who matters to you. Most of you told me you want to make a difference. Some of you have told me you want to know what you're doing matters. Let's be real here. I know at least 12 of you have children. Most people want a job that will give their children a future. This position ensures a future exists for those children to have. You are being asked if you want a position that will not just matter sometimes, but it will matter every time. That will make the world a better place. You're being asked to keep the public safe from threats that they don't even know exist. And you're being asked to do it at the risk of your own life without a single person in the world knowing it. We die in the dark, so you can live in the light. My team has spent years in some cases on each one of you. At least 4 of you have been in the pipeline to be recruited as far back as age 5. We started off with a pool of about 7,000 candidates, but here we are, down to 27. So now we get to the end of this. I have one simple command. If this is something you can't do, get up and move to the back of the room now. Do not waste any more of my time. You will not remember getting up from that chair. You will not remember the feeling of shame that comes along with turning down responsibilities like this. You will simply walk out of here in about 5 minutes and remember nothing that I said or nothing that happened in this room, regardless. No one? Welcome to the Foundation.